So I just got done making my top 60 favorite characters, the big 1K special. It was really fun to reflect on myself, my channel, and my interests. And I came to a shocking realization. Why I stopped discussing video games? Yeah, if you look back at my early videos, gaming had a focus. Basically, it was split between Nintendo games and just all of fiction. That all changed when 2021 attacked, and I decided to do a big watch through of all Cartoon Network's backlog. Then doing the same thing with Disney, Nickelodeon, and Kirby and FX Animation, which just gave me a lot of unique ideas. And here's some video games where everything's been done before. Every list or take you can think of for Mario or Zelda has been done. I even joked about how generic the Mario Power-Ups tier list was when I did it as a random throwaway filler video. So of course it did well, unlike the videos I put effort into.
Thought about killing myself!
But there's one constant in life. Kirby. I talk about him every April 27th. Besides this year because, I had to make this video, so didn't want to do Kirby videos in like a week, so shut up. It's the anniversary. Kirby has been and always will be my favorite franchise. Even as I expanded my horizons a lot since my admittedly small plate when I started this channel in 2019. Still, I like stuff new now, but honestly, I wish I could discuss games more. Well, a good thing 2014 was the most based year ever, since 3 games that are super important to me dropped. Well, actually a lot more than that dropped in 2014. It was a really good year for games. But I want to focus on these 3. And the first of these is my favorite game of all time, Kirby Triple Deluxe. I'm going to start the review now because it's Kirby. You don't have to expect how this game 50 billion times. It's Kirbin time. So, first time reviewing the game. Let's start with the characters. Kirby's a little angel boy. Banana saved my life. Watch top 60. Dee Dee gets kidnapped more than Peach and brainwashed more than citizens of America. And the flower people exist! Yeah, this isn't a super layered game when it comes to story and characters. Story is just Tranza kidnapped Deity and is going to give him to Sectonia. Stop them. Of course, though, there's the important thing. Lore! Yeah, this kickstarted the lore thing in Kirby. I mean, it was there in Return of Dreamland, for example, but this really leaned into pause screens and the true arena being the main vehicles for it. It's explained that Tranza and Sectonia were the same species, and seemingly dated. Tranza got a gift for Sectonia, the Dimensional Mirror, the same one from Magic Mirror which contains Dark Mennonite, who later corrupts Sectonia. She somehow turns from a spider to a bee, Charles Darwin is rolling in his grave, and that also mentally breaks her, turning her into a vain and vengeful monster who then attempts to take over Florida and take out the one destined to beat her, who she assumes is Deity. She chose poorly. That's really the only crucial lore in this game. In the wider Kirby universe, it's not super important besides introducing my Trunkley. I guess I should actually review the game in this game review now. So, I realize why I don't review games usually. How do you explain a game and how it plays? Yeah, you know when you press a button and the thing happens? Yeah, this is one of those games. There's nothing too special about the game controller-wise. It's just fun, man. If you've played a Kirby game in the last ever, you've played this one. What is special, though, is copy abilities. All the normal picks are here. Fire, ice, stone, hammer, cutter, fighter, and so on. It also has a long-awaited return of wheel. The world just wasn't the same without the ability to commit vehicular manslaughter. Also, 3 of the 4 abilities from Return of Dreamland came back. Water, my favorite of the bunch, didn't. But hey, nice to see Whip, Leaf, and Spear come back. Leaf is kind of useless now, though, thanks to Archer. Oh yeah, the new abilities. Archer is pretty broken. He has the ability to become completely invulnerable just by holding down. And unlike something like Stone, which probably has invulnerability in some moves, you can also attack during this. Wow, is this ability a mouse? Because it sure loves cheese. It is very fun, though. It has use in some puzzles. Circus is wacky, and kinda dumb. Might be me, but sometimes it gives me a somersault move when I wanted the balloon one, and vice versa. It is fun, though. And I love the different forms you can get with a balloon attack. Why is Midnight the single coolest character in fiction? He is constantly made into a dork. Bella's pretty simple, not much for puzzle solving, but fun for combat, and also has a built-in shield, though not as busted as Archer. Beetle, though. This is peak. Beetle can do anything. It's ridiculously strong in combat, can pound stakes and cut ropes. You can even hurt enemies when flying. I also love impaling an enemy on my horn and just standing there. Easily my favorite copy ability of all time. But it's also the obligatory big gimmick of the game that all the 2010 Kirby games had. This one is Hypernova. It's hilarious. The big twist for Return to Dreamland, giant weapons. Gimmick for Robot, giant mech suit. Gimmick for Star Allies, you finally get friends. For this one, Kirby just gets to suck harder. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Honestly though, a bigger power trip than any of the other ones. The world is your oyster, and buddy, you're an otter. Consume all in your way. Nothing can stop you. They actually do allow some clever mini-bosses and puzzles though, which is cool. but I prefer eating several eels at once. Bosses are super epic. Flowery Woods and Krakow add some new moves to make them much more unique than usual, really playing into this being a 3D game. Painter has a few fun moves, and also adds a lot of fun lore considering Jessica looks like her a lot. Coily Raider has a really cool design, and adds a bit of a challenge because you only hit the head. Also, this attack is funny. The final boss duo, Mass Deity and Sectonia, were super raw. Deity has the best music in the game, which is saying a lot, because all the songs here are among Kirby's best. You should know this. I use a song from this game like every single video. Mostly reflected laughter. Thank you for making the best song for goofy spooky things. If I make a Halloween video without this song, the video is made by Skinwalker. Mass Deity is also super fun thanks to his big suck move, Transa puppeting him in the background. And bro, when he randomly pulls out an axe and starts destroying a room, so raw, so cool, so DVD. Sectonia is also a lot of fun. With her multiple phases, really elegant and regal sounding music, paired with her laughing being shockingly haunting. Plus some fun moves like the rings and swords. Yeah, she freaking uses swords. Our best chance at a modern Kirby character in Smash. Oh, and Kirby inhaling her is so hard that he inhales her freaking life bar. This is when I realized Kirby truly is a god. Thanks to this game for helping him murder Majin Buu. The bonus fights are also cool. Shadow Deity is a fun twist on the Deity fight. Dark Meta Knight has so many cool attacks like his mirror, stealing attacks from Meta Knight. Oh, and he brushes off blood at the start. Always thought it was super raw, albeit kind of unnecessary. And Soul Sectonia is a great harder version of normal Sectonia. And those are all the bosses. There is no other one that can drag down the greatness of this game. What's that? Oh, it's Pyribbit. I hope he chokes on a boulder. Yeah, I freaking hate Pyribbit. Honestly, he's not that bad in this game. It's a spin-off where he's super annoying, but he doesn't stay in the back for that long here, and this fight isn't timed, unlike most of the other boss fights that he appears in. Still a stain, and I hope he steps on a Lego. Speaking of the downsides of this game, while I enjoyed it, I know some people don't like the world of Royal Road. A lot of its levels are rehashes, but I just love playing this game so much that I don't care. All the other levels are epic too. All tend to conform to their role gimmick, like a circus world or an ice world, only with the two big gimmicks of the game. Hypernova, which gives a ton of cool things like making a snowman and various mini-bosses, and 3D plane, constantly having Kirby go to the background to affect the foreground. If I had to pick my favorite level, it would definitely be Royal Road 8. It's the ultimate power trip level, having used Hypernova the whole time, tearing through all the mini-bosses one by one, ending with a neat little look at all of Kirby's appearances, with a really cute animation of Kirby fighting Deity for the first time, which I remember just watching for a few minutes despite how short it is. Also, I thought the secret room with all the food hidden in the moon was really cool when I first discovered it. I also like the world that's called Endless Explosions. There's two main collectibles in this game. Sunstones, that you need to collect to unlock more levels, and keychains. They do nothing besides look cool, but god, I love these. They're all sprites from the old games, and I don't know why they look so cool, but they just do. Personally, my favorite of the throwback collectibles. Includes some really deep cuts. Sadly, according to Wee Kirby, some of these cannot be made in real life. So that's a D tier. Normal keychains can be found around the levels and will give you a random one, while rare keychains are hidden in every non-boss stage and give you a specific rare keychain every time. And that leads to the final part of this really long segment, the bonus modes. First, there's Arena and True Arena. They're just like every other arena, a gauntlet of bosses with limited healing items, with the True Arena being much harder and having special bosses, including the exclusive fight against Sectonia Soul and all the fights from DDD Tour. Oh yeah, Deity Tour. A mode that lets you speedrun the game is Deity, who has a different moveset than Kirby and fights the previously mentioned exclusive bosses, Shadow Deity and Dark Meta Knight. You play as Deity. This game is now good. Oh, I guess I should have mentioned this beforehand. Deity's design changes every single game. Current Dreamland has him as kind of an in-between of his more classic design and a more modern take. Kirby Deluxe simplified that even harder, making him even more chibi and rounder, alongside making his beak more beak-like. Deity may be perfect, but honestly, this is worse luck. Best designs are the Smash games, by the way. Speaking of Deity, the final alternate modes of note are the two sub-games, Deity's Drum Dash and Kirby Fighters. It always annoyed me that Drum Dash kept the 3D title, but Fighters didn't. Drum Dash is fun, but I suck at rhythm games. I really have nothing else to say. Kirby Fighters is a lot more fun, being a fighting game made in the Kirby engine. For a sub-game, it's fleshed out very well. 10 different abilities and 7 stages, all with unique gimmicks. They both got more expanded full games, along with a sequel for the Switch for Fighters. But that's kind of outside the realm of this video. Anyways, I guess I should talk about the giant robotic elephant in the room, huh? So, Kirby Deluxe is unquestionably a really good game, but the best game ever? Heck, Best in the series is even a stretch. Heck. Best game in the series on 3DS is a hot take, considering Robobot is generally considered the best game since Superstar. Yes, the game is a lot of fun, the robot vibe is super unique, the robot armor is a great gimmick, Susie is a little scrunkly. But you see, Tranza. Listen, Kirby Deluxe is just an important game to me. It came at my lowest point, and the silly circles cheering me on kind of saved my life, no exaggeration. I talk about this in my 1K special you should all watch NOW! So, what's the point of all this if I already talked about my main thesis last month? Because I really love Kirby. The right game and the wrong time can make all the differences, Mr. Freeman. And I wanted to discuss this game for the longest time. I wasn't expecting to hit 1K before I made this video, okay? Sorry that my first game review is a little bare bones, but don't worry, you don't gotta wait long for my next game review. So, that's Kirby Deluxe. A really fun, simple game that saved my life. I guess you can say this game really doesn't suck. I know some people don't like the world of Royal Road. I know some people don't like the world of Royal World. I'm gonna freaking kill myself. I know some people don't like the world of Royal. I'm gonna kill myself. I know some people don't like the world rainbow. I keep saying rainbow. Royal Road. I know some people don't like the world of rainbow. Why do I keep saying rainbow? I know some people don't like the world rain. Why do I keep saying rainbow? I know it's royal. I'm reading royal. I know some people don't like the world of I know some people don't like the world of Royal Road. Thank God!